it's me, Tokkuri Yashi. How is everybody doing? Hello Legend, hello Aspect, how are you both? Thank you for the good luck wishes on the polls. Of course, yes, that is why we are here today, for polls for Yukino. Here we'll be summoning for Yukino. How is everybody doing with that? I set the stream up a little bit earlier today than normal because I was expecting the bandwidth, my internet, to crash out, and well, I'm not complaining, it didn't. So I'm sat there thinking, it's already stable. Let's pop in and say hello. Everybody is here. So how is everybody doing? We will be, as we know, summoning for Yukino today. Is anybody else summoning for hair? Or are you going to be skipping hair as well? Hello, Omu. How are you doing? Yukino is a skip for you. I think a few people have been saying that, but Yukino is one of the characters that I was always targeting to summon for. I suppose I like the design, and that's good enough reason for me. Plus, she is, as we all know here, water magic multiple targets, and the key to doing 8-10 deep quest, water deep quest. If you have that team, which is kind of, again, like most teams, quite high requirements. The banner. This banner wasn't Freya instead of Yukino. Well, I don't know when Freya will be coming, at all. Let's jump into the game then. Oh, I am logging in for the first time for today. So, when will Freya be? Will she? I'm thinking she may be a prefest at some point. I don't know. Let's get the BGM back on. We've got Naya up there. First, we put on our music in the background there like that, and everything's alright. But yes, Freya, I don't know. I mean, who are we expecting to have this month for summoning? I mean, we've got Yukino, we've got what's her name? Brain went. Sasuke, that's it. Sasuke. not Miyako. I went through the story on that pretty quickly earlier today. Where is it? I went through the story so we can do the boss fight later. And I wasn't really paying too much attention because I was trying to get there quickly, but Sasuke was a ghost and Miyako was Sasuke, and I don't know, that's what some people think. Are we getting Miyako? Well, if we're not getting the third character, we may be getting then is Rurui, the octopus girl, Taco girl, who is featuring in here somewhere. Where is she? That's not Rurui. She'll come up eventually. I think it'll change. We get Rurui coming up. No, there's Satsuki. Where's Rurui? No, not that one. Go back in story event. No, that's the summons. Not event. Rurui, where are you? Nope. How many times are we gonna have to do this? Aye. But when what limited? Yes, of course she's limited. They are all limited. Where is Rurui? She's hiding. There she is. Rurui. So maybe this Rurui will be the third character on for this month, or maybe we're getting a zombie land. I don't know. Summoning Tukuri Rurui, is that how you say it? I don't know. Is she going to be the third character this month? We will see, I suppose. Anyway, one thing before we go into our summon, maybe I should mention it, because what it is quite important to the game is some of the news that has happened. Where are we? Let's get this up here. We have got this post here on Twitter that is telling us of our producer KMR, or Kimura, who is going to be standing down as producer for Princess Connect. As you can see here, it says, "Thank you for always playing at Princess Connect. Princess Connect is preparing a project that probably means restructure, including a new producer to continue providing enjoyment to all players. We look forward to your continued support." Once again, our producer, Kimura, I guess I never knew why they called him KMR, but there you go, Kimura. Thank you for your hard work over the approximately 7.5 years since the release of Princess Connect. But the thing is, they are releasing characters from Caravan Shop. Did you know that? Well, they have been in the Caravan Shop, but they have also been in the main story too, I believe. No, he's not dead. He's not dead. We do have this letter then from him though, stating his reasons why he will be stepping down. It is for health reasons, although he says it is not serious or life-threatening, but he will be in hospital for a little while, which is why he's stepping down as the producer of the game. As you can see here, we have this letter from him translated. So it's not life-threatening or serious. Take plenty of rest, make sure he's in top health, and then maybe return to game developments one day. So, I don't think what this does mean is EOS. It's not going to be an end of service to the game. They'll have new producer lined up and a structure and a team that's going to continue with the game. And I suppose a game like this, you've been planned. What's happening will be planned way in advance. So any changes or differences that are going to come to the game are probably not going to be noticed maybe for a while, but what it might mean is maybe a slightly different path, although I don't think the producers of these games have full control over them. They're going to have their strings pulled by top people at side games saying, we want you to hit these targets, you need to start making this amount of money, or we've got these targets for the game. So there we go. We guess we wish KMR all the best, and what will be for the future of Princess Connect. I mean, he was producer of other side games as well, Grand Blue, I believe. I don't know about Uma Musume. I don't see them talk about that, but he did have a big role in that company, and him stepping aside is pretty big news. But this game will be continuing. They will have a new structure, some new people to take over, and we will continue to be able to play for the future. Is Precon in danger? I don't think it is. He's not jumping ship because he knows it's going under, I don't think. Like I said, there will be new producers already in place, new people to take over that roles, and they will continue with the game. It's, like I said, not an EOS announcement, which I don't know, some of us are fearing, some of us are expecting, I don't know. So here we are then. With that, let's move on to the main event for today. The main event, which is going to be our summons here for Yukino. Now, I think quite a lot of people are maybe deciding to skip Yukino. Multiple target magic, pretty hard to build. There was a team, I don't actually have it up. Let's see if I can get it up in the background. Is it even there? Have I got it saved as a favourite in the background here? 4810. Water Deep Quest. What do we do? I don't know, we must have it as a favourite here somewhere. That's EX7 there, EX8 souls. So we can bring that up. It should come up on the same tab that I had here. Let's see if it is here for water. What is this? Why is it loading with this on the first page? Anyway, it's got 8 and 9 on it. I haven't actually nobody's even bothered looking at level 9 for Deep Quest because, well, we're not really there. So, is the team here? 8-10, yes, we do have the teams here. 8-10 Water Deep Quest. And I'm pretty glad I picked S.A. Ruka with my ticket because she is here tanking this. So to be able to run this team, you're going to have 4 out of the 5 and then maybe borrow one of them. I can borrow Sono. Unless we get Sono today as well, that would be a bonus. Maybe if we can get to 8-10, we could perhaps try this team. But I'm not sure we're even going to get there. Yukino for PvP. Well, I guess we'll have to have a look at it. But I maybe thought perhaps their first action is lowering the opponent's action speed and movement speed, which might be handy in PvP. AoE damage. I mean, there could be worse designs for PvP. I mean, it's worth a try. That's definitely worth a try to see how she goes in there. I mean, Summon Ninon, I think it's been working quite well in there. She does what when I run Summon Ninon, she stuns the opponent. She allows me to damage them, but then she usually dies quite quickly. And as long as I've damaged them enough so that the rest of my characters don't die, then we're good. We can give Yukino a try in PvP, like I said. She could have a worse kit for PvP, like I said. Action speed and movement speed lowering and multiple target damage. Also debuffing damage, magical attack, I think she does, as well as magical defense. They will all work pretty well if it can all fire off quick enough. So, hopefully we can have some good luck with these summons then. Till the 10th. That means, I suppose Sasuke will be next. We wonder how Sasuke will be like. Are people waiting for Sasuke? Do people like Sasuke as a character better than Yukino here? She's, well, she can melt. I will say she can melt, which will make her very, very watery. Maybe we should just get on with the summon. Maybe we should just get on with the summons. Then we can do the SP boss, the boss for the story events, and then maybe see about Waterdeep quests if we can push any further with her. So, do I need to hold off any longer? No, I don't need to hold off any longer. I don't think so. So. Good luck to everybody else who is summoning for Hololive, because though most of you, or a lot of you out there, are deciding to skip. Let's see if Karen can give us some, look, give us a bit of a break with these summons here. So, not on the, whoa, I say not on the first one, we have a rainbow. Here she is. Yukino is here on the first one. We've got Miyako. Well, again, download bar is off for anyone that's wondering or anyone that's new. Download bar is off, so we don't know if it's new until we click on the character and they show up. Can we be one and done? If we are one and done, that will give me a little bit more leeway to maybe summon for some of the other characters this month. Come on, Yukino! One and done! Oh, it's Summer Kasumi! Was we expecting too much there? I've got a good feeling about this. I think Yukino will appear quite soon. She will appear quite soon. We have a good feeling about this. Will it be the second one, though? Nope, not in the second one. I think we don't even have fake outs, do we, in this game, where we don't get a rainbow, but then all of a sudden, whoa, fake out! It was actually a rainbow. Please add fake outs. Maybe we'll get more rainbow papers. Okay, multi number 3 then. Again, no rainbow papers from Karen here. No rainbow papers in here, so we had a little bit of a jump scare at the start, but it was Kasumi, another water magic character. Maybe we can get Sono. How about that? Maybe. Karen, hello. Ooh, oofy oof. That's a bit of a bad one. That is. That's. Okay, number 5. If we get a number 5, that will be Not bad at all, not bad at all. But she's not giving us any signs. No, a Medito. Medito gozaimasu, that's what you should be saying. Okay. I see. I see. Can you get Rurui? Maybe I'd like to summon for Rurui too. No, but nobody, most people don't like that character or the character design upon what I've seen, but usually if people don't like them, I do. Where are these rainbows? Why is she not running in with any rainbows? Well, number 7. Do we have any prediction? What do people think? We're not getting any rainbows. We need to reset the seed or something here. Do some kind of gotcha shenanigans to try and get a rainbow paper or something. Come on, we need a rainbow paper here. Wah! Tap on the head like this. Wee, 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 or something. Spin to win! We can spin to win. Right. Number 8. Oh, still no papers there. Taco Musume. Yay, we could do with some of that. We could do with some of that, but no. One rainbow paper and nothing since. I have a good feeling about this. Where is that good feeling going? Where is that good feeling going? Where are they? Where are they? Not here. Okay, if we can get it by halfway to pity, then I suppose we'll take it. Number 10. Sparkly papers, no sparklies. What the hell is going on here? Okay, well, so far, not so good. Cygamers should put only rainbow tickets instead of grey and gold tickets. Yes, they should indeed. They should give us a bonus. Right, 110. So now we're getting into it wasn't actually that good, even if we do get a... Can we even get another rainbow paper? What are the chances we go to pity without another rainbow paper here? Because I am now starting to feel like that is how it's going. Hello, Rassi, how are you doing? It's looking like my usual summon attempts. No rainbows and not many golds. Well, what can we do to change that? What can we do to change that? Yukino Doko! Here we go! This is it! Rainbow papers! Omedetou gozaimasu! Yes, finally, here we go. Yukino incoming. Yukino incoming. Cafe Monica incoming. Hello, Cafe Monica. I don't drink coffee, thank you very much. I like ice in my drinks. Well, I don't actually, but Yukino, we want ice. We want ice this time. We want ice. She's definitely keeping me in the cold, but there we go. Here they are. Here they are. This is where they are all coming in. This is where all the 3 stars come. Look at it. Now we are getting our debts repaid. Surely. Surely this time. Surely. Congrats on having a duplicate. Well, thank you, I think I'll take it. But here, we've got 2. One of these has got to be Yukino, surely. Or they can both be Yukino. Or one could be Sono and one could be Yukino. Yes, here we go. This must be Yukino. There we go. Finally. If you want an iced cafe, an iced coffee, there we go. So we didn't have to go to pity. And okay, so we did have to spend quite a lot, but we did get her eventually. But what about the second one? Is it going to be Sono? Can we have Sono in the second one? Maybe Iroha. Maybe Ceremonial Chica. Or maybe a second copy of Yukino. Well, there's all my shards. We don't need to buy any shards. We have got plenty of shards for Yukino. We've got... Well, is that what you meant by congrats on the duplicate aspects? Could you see into the future there? I suppose we'll take it. I suppose we'll take it. Double Yukino. On our 12th multi-summon, so I guess it could be worse. It could be worse. What happened there? This is where you think gotchas are like some kind of machine, like a spinning machine, and it got stuck. Well, and then we get a duplicate like that. What are the chances of getting two in a row like that? I don't know. Aspect certainly had the visions there. Definitely. So, we have our Yukino. We have all the shards that we now need. So we don't need to go buy any shards. That skips a stage. You can see the future. And I will get Yukino on the first pull. Hey, well, I hope that is a premonition that comes true. So, I guess in time-honored fashion, we need to go and build our Yukino. And then we can use her a little bit. We can see what she is like. Still no Sono there or anything, but we'll take double Yukino. So, let's get her ranked up. Let's get some equipment on her. I'm going to assume she has the same staff EX5 equipment that I've got a million of, so we're not buying another one of them. If that is the case, we're just going to swap for somebody else. If that is the case, that will save us having to re-roll for hours. And hours and hours and hours. Right, so let's get her straight up to a 5-star. We don't need to even buy any shards. There we go. That saved us a few DAs as well, I suppose. And we'll be alright, probably for unique equipment next year. With that. So that was 400 and you only need 270, don't you? So yeah, we've probably got enough for her unique equipment next year as well. So there is Yukino. I thought that she had a hair down in that one. We can limit breaker too. How many have we actually got? It's not gonna. Well, we can have a look over there and see how many we've got. Anyway, we can limit breaker too. We don't need to even buy any shards for that. So there we go. Limit broken. Bling bling. What is that instrument called? The Japanese instrument that she has. Maybe I should have looked into that. How was clan battle, Palmy boy? You top in clan. Well, it's probably third in clan. I did do a little bit of cleanup, but that's no excuse. We're doing okay in clan battle this month. We got 3,500 jewels from it, so it's worth doing. I think we're doing pretty well. We could probably be pushing to top 500 soon, so that won't be bad at all. EX equipment. No, she uses a spell book. We do not have a spell book. Do we have any of these then? Obviously we don't have an armor. We probably could buy an armor. So what armor do we want to put on her? Attack up S, TP regen, magic attack. Might not be bad. I think she does do an okay amount of damage. We'll have a look about that. Attack and crit, but that's only M. And this one is attack and crit and S. So what was the top one? TP, wasn't it? TP regen. TP regen or just crit rate. What does the Union Base do? The Union Base gets stronger as she... By the third time she does it. and does damage, and it lowers magical attack, does it? And magical defense. It's a skill too that raises allies' attack and crit rate. So having the Union base going up quicker, would it be beneficial, or would she just be better off with this one? I don't know. Well, we don't think about it too much. We'll give her that one. Do we have? She's not dark. She's water. So no, we don't have a water one of these. We have every other element, but water. So I'm afraid you don't get fancy earrings either. Not for now. So that's heal bonus, and the other one's, is it either one TP or is it HP regen? It's regen or heal bonus. And I honestly don't really know what the difference is between the two. You can have the green ones. I think green ones would complement your blue coldness a little bit more. So let's equip them. Do we want to buy a book for it and re-roll it? I don't know. Yeah. What are the people saying? Shamisen? Maybe, not sure, but it looks like one. I think it is, yes. Shamisen, the name of the instrument. Aye, well. It's very, very Oriental Japanese sounding, isn't it? Is this the music for her story event? So yes, we like it. Do we want to stay like that, or do we want to re-roll a little bit and see if we can get some earrings for her as well? Maybe not today, because that means re-rolling. So perhaps, is there somebody that's got these that we don't use too often that we can swap them for? We haven't used New Year's Misato much, have we, recently? So we're being stingy, aren't I? I'm being very stingy. I'll rank this one up, actually. I shouldn't have done that. I need to break it first, uncap it. And then let's have a look at this book. Do we want to buy a book and sit here re-rolling? I mean, as a breaker, I think the damage is okay. I haven't really seen. I think maybe it's even. What I've seen is that Summer Ninom does more damage than her, but that would be a little bit worrying. Perhaps if that was the case. I know somebody does damage isn't bad either. So let's go into the shop here and see. It is these books held 0 when I've got 8 of these things. I didn't need to buy that many of them. Blooming heck, can I sell some? Can we sell some of these, please? Anyway, she is here. There's Yukino. It is this book. We haven't got any. Let's at least have one of these books. So then maybe we could even pass it around. So, here begins. Here begins ye olde ritual of synthesis. A very defensive piece of equipment, this one. I don't think that's what we're after. Well, I guess I'll keep that magical attack. We've got magical defense penetration, although it's only 1. Does she really want the hit points? Even though that's the highest hit points you can get, do you want to keep that physical defense? Defense pen? We've only got 1,000,000 of one of these. We'll re-roll it. Let's see what we get. Keep that for now. That'll do. Okay, that will do. It is not brilliant. It's not the best. But for now, to get us out of this hell, we'll accept it. For now. And what's Skull Daddy doing there? Anyway, let's put that on her first, shall we? Let's put that on her. And see, bond levels, as we know, we don't do bond levels straight away because of my internet, and I'm scared it's going to take 600 years. So there we go. and we'll lock that in here. Rightio. So what should we do first then? Do we want to run her in a test setting? Not setting. A test setting first. Where's my drink gone? Finally, the 24-hour reroll stream. Well, sorry, but we got okay. Are you disappointed that we don't have the 24-hour reroll stream? Multiple target. Let's see what a magical team can be like. Then. And I wonder what she's like against single target, but we're doing it's multiple target and see what damage is. We're running against single target. Let me just have a quick little look here. So, obviously put Yukino in. We're going to put in the Summer Ameth. We are going to put in, well, it is SA Ruka that people like to keep using as the tank for this team. As we saw with the Warrior Chef's 8-10. But mine's still only at 3 stars, doesn't have a unique equipment on it yet, so we'd have to build here too. We may end up doing that. Alternatively then, who would we have as the tank for the team? Maybe not for multiple target, but what about one of those two? There's Summer Chica or Yui? Someone else I guess we have on this team is Nanaka. Summer Nanaka will be on here. And we would put Sono on too, I guess. So, okay, wait, hang on a minute. It is Sono that we don't have on one of these teams here. This is the team with SA Ruka tanking it. But we don't have an SA Ruka to tank it. So these are sits in front of it. That's maybe why. Because we need, I suppose. But no, she's physical, but Ruka's physical. That might do for now. Maybe not the best. And Summer Ranfa's not getting a mention on this team either. Anyway, let's send this in. See how Yukino does. What is going to happen here then? Who is going to do the most damage on this team? And well, I mean, with Ameth here, with their action speed buff for us, and Yukino with their action speed debuff, is that where they're going now? Lots of characters with debuffs to action speed. I don't see people raving over that quite so much, but in essence, it's kind of doing about the same kind of thing. It's half in their attack whilst you're doubling your own attack speed, that is. So, is that the way that they're going to be pushing a lot of more characters with attack speed debuffs, action speed debuffs? Hello, Franco. Hello, how are you doing? Nice to see you here again. Have you been summoning for Yukino? Are you going to be skipping? I think you like Yukino though. I mean, who doesn't? If they're going on meta-wise, maybe. But if you're going on character-wise, I mean, see no reason why not. Why not to summon fire? So there we go. That's just a random odd team there. I suppose it could have maybe done a bit more damage. I suppose we didn't have the best tank option there. But is that what's coming next for this multiple target team? A better tank option? But the damage report. So we can see, yes. Ninon here, some of Ninon doing more damage there than Yukino. So maybe her damage isn't quite as high as maybe was hoping for. But then Nanaka's damage wasn't great there either. Maybe that team didn't work so well together. But that's it here on a multiple target team. Just a quick little look. Let's run on a single target. She does have something similar to maybe the ceremonial Ranfa, where she does multiple target damage and then single target damage to the lowest magical defense character, I believe, if my brain remembers from my quick look through her skills earlier. So there is potential for her to be doing okay damage, but then what we're going to want to do is maybe change the team up for single target. I suppose that means taking out you two. And maybe you as well. And now for single target magic, this is where we have Labby, we have Nanika, we have Nenika, we have Nozomi. But who's going to tank for this one? Well, that's again is the problem. Can we have either Chica or Yui in as the tank? And then, which of these do we think is the better options? We have a few options to potentially try out here. We'll run this one then and we'll see how it goes, and then we'll swap Yui in and we'll swap what I didn't do is make this boss weak to water, so we'll put that on first and then we'll send it in again. And let's see, I'm not expecting her to do, I'm expecting to do even less damage here. I think what I've seen people saying is she doesn't really do too much damage at all on a single target. It is more on multiple targets character. I would maybe like to have seen a bit more damage from her than what we saw on that run there. The run earlier, but I guess tomorrow we'll test her out properly and we will see what other people have done, because you see if it all lines up. There we go. Hey, what did you say? It was a shamisen. The shamisen is plucked. Bling bling. Well, we've got Doot round for her now. We've got bling 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 Yukino. Yeah, okay. Pling Yukino. Again, look, this damage actually is not looking great here. I'm pretty sure this is not the optimal team. We're just going to see where she features amongst these, amongst the rest of these characters here. She seems to be using your basting quite frequently, though. Can we get another pling before the end of the fight? That doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't. Well, let's see then. And I guess I'm not expecting great things. Well, maybe, just maybe, she'll be used on single targets. That's kind of like where she was in comparison with the Summer Ninon, I guess. So she's not the biggest DPS on either. Perhaps what else she brings though will be valuable. Anyway, we will test her out a little bit more tomorrow. But for now, shall we go and do some battling, actual battling, in the story event. So I haven't really read through it too much, but I've gone through far enough, so here's Ruru again. I've gone through it far enough so we can take on the boss. So maybe before I did that, I said any spoilers for the people that haven't found out what the boss is yet. Here it is. So let's see if we can take on the boss. I'm pretty sure Sasuke will be. Well, she's not here at the moment, but she might be. Well, what is Miyako? I mean, I should really read the story a bit more. What has Miyako got to do with this? I saw a ghosty Sasuke, and then I saw Miyako looking like Sasuke that wasn't a ghost, but then she is a ghost and a pudding ghost. And then I got confused. So anyway, we've got some boost characters. We've got Yukino, we've got Violet, we've got Grace, and we have got Miyako. Probably, like I said, Sasuke, when she releases, will be a boost character for this as well. This should not be too difficult. We have Miyakos and more Miyakos. So, shall we go a combination of dark water? I guess that's what it's saying. Go a combination of dark water. I I think Violet will be a better tank than the 6-star Miyako, so if we just go with boost characters and see how it works, I don't see why that would not be a viable strat. So you can never find Violet. She is always hidden. We don't want to be on level, we want to be on power. Because then I should find her down here somewhere. At the edge. There she is. Right, so we want Sasuke. Of course we want to put, not Sasuke, Yukino in the team. And I suppose so that we've got water buffs as well, we'll go with Ghost Xmas Pudding. And then the last one was, well, it could be anybody then, I guess, because these are the boost characters. Who do we think? Probably another water. Although we are mixing damage types again here as well, I don't think it should be too big of an issue. So who would we stick on from water? To give the water buff, the water elemental buff. Winter Cheru? Well, let's see. Let's see what we're up against then anyway. Let's see what we're up against this time. Sasuke and Rui. I'm sure Rui is going to have to be the third character this month in the Gotcha. With her featuring quite heavily here in this. Not Risa. Risa has been disowned perhaps for what she did to Sasuke. Although like I said, should really follow the story a little bit more. So, can this team work pretty well? There's boost damage. So, I was with 3 phases again. Is it? Or just to take out. What is this guy's name? I cannot read that. Kanji. Certainly cannot read the kanji. This is Ghost. Ice Unicorn Cyclops guy. That's what we can call him. Icy Unicorn Cyclops guy. Maybe you should employ me to come up with names for the bosses. Or maybe not. Anyway, Icy Unicorn Cyclops guy has been beaten. So I guess the first fight there doesn't really matter too much who you're going with. because it's not that difficult. We are going to come to the difficulty now. It's where we might need to build proper teams. But it does like a single target, which means Yukino is not the best option then. Although maybe she is. We will see. She does, like we said, she did do some damage to single target as well. She's lowering. She does lower magical attack, she lowers magical defense, she raises your allies' magical attack and defense. So running with the magical characters is probably going to help. But we didn't. So maybe we're going to have to run a different team on this special plus. So what are we up against this time? We've got a few ads here, so maybe for round 1, mode 1, then she will be handy. Maybe she'll be alright for the modes after that. So let's see what we can build. We don't have any boost characters this time, so maybe we would like to try and use her. She's not limited to water though, so we could mix and match. What else? What other element has got good magic? I suppose fire does, with Lariel and Kuroche, aerial Kuroche. We could mix and match them in there perhaps. So dark magic's pretty good too. We could mix and match some of that in with it. Or we could stick with Ameth. Some of Ameth as the action speed buffer instead of Kuroche. I mean, we can try fire and ice. We can try fire and ice. Where is she then? So if we have Kuroche and Lariel. Where is she gone? But everybody's spotted her but me. There she is. And then Do we have Cuckoo as the tank? And then we can go with one more water character. Who... Do we want Ninon? Do we want one of these three here? Do we want... Well, Labby, this Alpha Labby is the more recent character, but I suppose we need the lowest magical defense to be debuffed so that Yukino gets an extra stuff. I think that's what she has on there. We'll go with Labby anyway, I guess. Just some random team. Let's see how good this random team is against this. But it actually have been quite difficult of sort of recent. So the story events are not a big pushover, so we may come up against it here. So let's see. We're going to go full auto, I suppose. We have no timeline, so we're going to what else we can do. Really, mixing fire and water here. Seems a little bit counter-intuitive there. One will either put the other one out or evaporate it. So, well, let's see if it works here. Can we take out these ads? We can, quite simply and quite easily. So let's move on then to stage 2 then. Urui and Miyako is here. She wants hair pudding. She's come back for hair pudding. So, on to Icy Cyclops Unicorn guy. And I'm pretty sure now this is where L'Ariel will be taking over the damage, doing a pretty good job of it. Hopefully my 3-star Kuka. Yeah, this is when a Kuka is going to be able to survive. I am trying to grind out his shard so we can get up to 5-star, but she's been pretty good at 3-star recently when we've been using her a little bit more. Mode 2 taken down. We've only got 12 seconds, so I don't think this is going to be a one-pan. Probably will be better teams to one-pan it. Maybe some teams one-pan it, but it's not doing too bad, is it? Ooh, she means business now, Sasuke. She's put on a demon mask. Maybe that gives her the strength to wield that humongous mace-like hammer thing. Maybe the story tells us and I just didn't read it. So, yes, with only seconds left, we're going to do a bit of damage, but we're not going to take him out. So we're going to have to jump back in again. What kind of treatment do you use on your leaves? What kind of treatment? Well, they don't really need that much treatment as long as they keep all the pests off. And they don't get scorched from the sun, then they are fine. They're pretty fine. I mean, they don't like being cold and covered in icicles either. So, some anti-cold treatments that might be nice as well. Just plenty of light. Plenty of light. That's what we need. So I think this team is going to this team is going to beat Unicorn, Icy Frost guy, Cyclops guy pretty easily. In one go here, this mode 3, so then we can move on then to the SP Plus. And I think in that one we do have, some boost characters again. So again, I guess we're going to try to keep. It does look very Christmassy actually. This Yukino sat next to the Xmas Ariel. Could have been a Christmas character, perhaps. Anyway, let's have a look at the damage report on that one. Yeah, single target, not so good, but then we've got some pretty big DPS characters in there, so of course they are going to be doing damage. I'm sure Yukino helped out there with all the buffs and debuffs that she has. Right. More powerful monsters! Hey Crazy, how are you doing? Nice of you to join in. How is it going? Well, not too bad. Not too bad. We have Yukino and well, was it 12? 12 pulls? We got her on the 12th multi, but we got 2 back to back in the 12th multi, which means we don't need to buy any shards for her. It's because we got our 400 shards in one multi summon. They are wailing. I am wailing. We're wailing for DAs for Yukino. We don't need to. Yes, nice. Not bad. I've seen you. Are you skipping? I haven't seen you do any summonings for her yet. You ran out of the whale tears. Well, let's see you go to pity on purpose to get Violet. I believe it was Violet, wasn't it? Which was, well, not a bad idea to get Violet, but I suppose that did put you at a bit of a disadvantage. You need to build up them stocks of jewels again. But I don't know. What do you think to Yukino and Sasuke's characters? Were they characters that you would actually want to be summoning for? So I was targeting them. That's why I did skip Yori. That's why I did skip a few others recently, because I knew they would be coming out pretty soon. They probably would be coming out pretty soon, because I made a misclick on pure shards for Shizuru. Oh. So you're out of the DAs, is that what you say? Not jewels, out of the DAs. Hey, those pure, yes, they are expensive. They are very expensive indeed. Oopsie doopsie. Well, hopefully that you'll get a lot of use out of Shizuru. I guess it was a summon Shizuru. So again, we have got the same boost characters here, so they're all physical, apart from Yukino. So, do we really want to? We do want to run Yukino. We definitely want to run Yukino, but is it the best option to run Yukino on this team? Now we're gonna have a pudding, but which pudding shall we have? We don't need a 6-star pudding. What was the other pudding? Halloween pudding. We have got a Halloween pudding, but do you think Xmas pudding is better than Halloween pudding? And you can borrow for this one, although I'm not sure that we need to. Halloween pudding's going to attack the back. But now all the Shizuru UE2s are full stars. Well, that's at least you got something out of that. Yukino's buff could be worth it, even if she doesn't do damage. Well, you do okay damage. Does it give you a buff on that previous screen? We have to build the team again, aren't we? 90 seconds of the start of battle, maximum lower to all enemies' physical. So you will be lowering the physical defense as well. I guess they have as well as a magical defense. So I guess it might be worth having her on there as well. I didn't see what do they get? It's the same buff for everybody. No, Grace has a different buff. And what do the puddings all have the same buff? Start of battle boosts allies' physical defense and magical defense. So the Halloween one is lowering attack, and the maybe we'll have Xmas one. Spit it out, Yashi. 90 seconds boost allies' physical attack. Start of battle, allies recover a large amount of TP. So, maybe it is worth running a similar team or the same team to the one that we put in straight away for the first fight that did pretty well. With Violet, with Grace. See, we can tell it's Grace just from that chin. Look at that chin. Then we've got Yukino. Do we have 2 puddings then? Is that what we should do? Have 2 puddings? Do you think 2 puddings? Yep, that is worth it. Or do we just put in... We have action speed with Grace, so we don't need Ameth. The damage is, where's the damage coming from here though? We need a big DPS. Kasparov is not here, but I'm sure he'd be screaming to put in Princess Carol. Do we want to go magic or do we want to go physical? Because it is more of a physical team. Maybe we're overthinking this a little bit. Princess Sheffy? Aira? Well, maybe Princess Sheffy. Aira would mess up our elemental team boost, so I think maybe Princess Sheffy might be an option there. Although, doesn't Violet and Sheffy have an arena effect, which means one's going to be cancelled out? Violet's is going to be cancelled out. So, well, we'll give it a try. Let's see how it works here with Princess Sheffy. So we've got 3 water and we've got 2 dark. So let's have a dark water team. Can we... Yeah, because we've got single target, good single target vehicles. That's probably what we needed for that last slot. Although they don't have the boost, we don't have any real big boosted DPS. That's the thing. Although Grace does sometimes do the most damage in a team. I just wonder what's going on there when that happens. You thought that, well, we only, as we can see, we can only see Sheffy. So what seems to happen is Violet puts hers up because she's in slot 1, and then when Sheffy comes out in slot 4, it seems to cancel Violet. So it's maybe it's happening too fast because you can't even see it up on now. What's going on? Come on, put your arena effects up. There it is, finally popped up. There we go. As I said it in a team, in one of the videos I did in the past, where we had Violet, we had L'Oreal, we had Nefinera, and we had Sheffy. All, I believe they're the ones that have the arena effects, and we see one will appear, then the next one will appear and cover it up, and so on, and then it's a character furthest back that ends up with their arena effects, seemingly in effect, unless it is just a visual bug, which is hard to tell, I suppose, if it's not a visual bug. Anyway, we're already on to mode 3. We're not doing too bad here. Maybe this could be a 2-pan with this team. Mode 3, bit of damage out of it, not bad at all. Let's have a look at the damage reports here. Sheffy, yes, doing good damage. That was a pretty good call there, I think, putting in the Princess Sheffy. Let's just send the same team in again then. I think this team should be able to take out... What are we calling him? Icy Cyclops Unicorn guy? In in this next attempt. Each field effect is a different element, yes. Do we have a wind one? Does Anemone have one? Or am I... Someone... Is there a wind arena effect? Or is that going to be a new character for the future? I don't know. But anyway, nevertheless, it is doing the job here. It's doing a pretty good job of taking out our friend here. Would that make an acronym? Icy Cyclops Unicorn guy. ICUG. ICUG. We just call him ICUG. ICUG. Is that what we're going to put on his tombstone? Because there we go. Not bad at all, actually. We was very lucky with picking the team. Or this one wasn't as difficult as last month. I think last month maybe was a little bit more tricky. I'm sure we didn't 2-pan it last month. Well, it was a whole month ago. Can you remember what happened yesterday? Let alone a month. But Grace there with their boosts, doing damage, and Yukino not so much. But then... I guess it was mainly a physical team here. But she certainly did help. So, let's give us about 500 jewels reimbursement for our summons today. And a 2-pan. Not bad for a 2-pan. I'm sure there may be some people out there that can 1-pan it. Intensive care unit guy. No Winfield effect yet. No Winfield. affect unit yet. That's where he is now. He's the intensive care guy. Unfortunate for him. And you are skipping Yukino. Well, maybe other options will come for 8-10 deep quest in the future. But I think quite a few people have decided to. It is a bit of a hard team to build, like a lot of them are. So let's, before we move on to anywhere else, let's have a look at the, because where are we on water? Do we think we can progress in water? I haven't even looked at what are the 9 bosses. I haven't even bothered looking at this. We've got Foggy. What do you call Foggy? The fire. We've got Mushroom Man. What was his name again? Sergeant Mushroom Man, something like that. Anyway, we've got fungus, Baron Fungus. That's it. It was coming. It's there. It was on the tip of my tongue. Baron Fungus. We've got Baron Fungus there for Water 9. Ooh, hey. Want to get Rui and Sasuke. Then they got to save for Xmas. So yes, I think maybe a lot of people are actually maybe like Sasuke better than Yukino, and I've seen some people say, I mean, that Rui is not that popular, but if we did better, I would have definitely been considering summoning for Rui. If she is the third character, can we get 2 pities by the end of the month? We only need 12k jewels, and then maybe we could have a go at Rui if she's the third character. We have got this ape dude. What's this ape dude's name for wind? And what about this Zombieland stuff? As I was thinking, the Zombieland character might not be someone we got to. We may all get them from this raid battle that I've heard them talk about. Anyway, lights. Who have we got for 9? We have got this Manticore guy. What's his name? Is it Manticore something? And dark. We have this possessed knight or something. Is that what they call this guy? There was a few of these, all with slightly different names. Anyway, we'll not be taking on any of them today, and I don't know if we can even beat 8-6. I do have it still up in the background here, so we can bring up the teams here. And it's not a touchscreen. We need to do this. 8-6. What was we stuck on? Can we beat it? Now, are these a few new teams at the bottom here? I don't have Xmas Chica or Pecorine. We need to be able to borrow a Peko. There is this magical team. Have we tried this magical team? Maybe we could try the magical team. I don't know if you have tried that magical team. We are a little bit stronger now, so let's get it so I can see this, so we can build the team. That means we're going to have to be able to borrow a Sono. So first of all, let's see if we can borrow a Sono. Otherwise, that puts a bit of a... We have a Yukino to borrow. We've got our own Yukino. We've got 2 Yukinos. Some people like Yukino. Possessed Armor. That's the one. Possessed Armor. There we go. And what are we going to get for Xmas again? Xmas Lariel Unique Equipment. Woo! We don't have a Sono, we have 2 Sonos. So it is Sono in here, and we are supposed to be unsetting Neneka and Ameth. So let's see if we are strong enough now to do this, and if Sono doesn't die. Can we make some progressions? And everyone can see that? Yeah, we've got it up. I haven't done my old trick of leaving it on the compositions. We can all see what's going on here. Well, so far so good. We may be short on damage. I think the problem may be being that we were short on damage. I wonder if Yukino in one of these teams would help. I mean, who would we take out? Probably one of the middle 3. Let's put Yukino in and see if that made any difference. If we don't win, we can give it a try. we need to do a bit more damage, but then Sono, if you remember, she isn't going to give her full buff to the last 30 seconds. We haven't quite got there yet, so damage should ramp up. Okay, Sono, it's time for damage to ramp up a bit. And not die like that. Now is the whole team going to just fold? It looks like the whole team is now folding. We were so close there. If Sono could have survived that. Oh, we got Nozomi and Summer Ameth versus Ameth, Prefest Ameth. Well, there we go. That was a little bit annoying. I think what we might try then is Yukino to the rescue. I mean, Ninon. Why do we not have Ninon in there? Do we even think that Sono can tank this? Is that the strongest Sono we have for now? Perhaps. He's got the highest power level anyway. Does that mean he's the strongest one? We're going to have to run this full auto though, I suppose. Maybe this isn't going to work out that well, or maybe it's going to be better. I don't know. That's what testing is all about. We probably have more damage with Yukino on the team. It just means, can we survive? That is the question. Can we survive? Look at this. Look at this. We are we carving through them? Keep getting the bling 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 bling. Yukino is playing a tune. We can have a full band. We can have Yukino. We can have Chica and Ramtha singing. Is anyone else playing instruments? Maybe Yukino's lowering of their attack might have helped keep Sono alive there. Because she didn't die. She's still here. And it looks like we're doing a hell of a lot better. We just need to take out this Ameth now. Surely we can do that with a full team. There we go. The teams could, that team, there we go. We can update that for anyone that's struggling on, what was that one? 8-6? If anyone's struggling on 8-6, who can build that team, and what's struggling, well, there we go. Put Yukio in, who has still only got 1 on her bond rankings. So that means we can move on. Let's look at the damage report quickly. Well, Yukino did pretty well for damage on that one. So, I guess there is places to run here as well. Not just in 8-10. Right, so we're now on to 8-7. Let's bring this back up, shall we? And we have a couple of teams here for 8-7. Is there any that are just like full auto? We love full auto. We love full auto here. It's not quite an idle game, although there are idols in it. It is not quite an idle game, but timelines look scary sometimes. So we could maybe run the bottom 2 if we could borrow a Pecorine. So let's see if we can build a game up. Do we have a Summer Pecorine to borrow? And the answer to that is probably no. The answer to that is no. Which is a shame, really, because I wish I had my own Summer Pecorine. We had Summer Pecorine on Global. We don't have Summer Pecorine now. So what else then do we have as a backup? That top team? We could run the top team then, I guess. Do we really want to put Summer Nanika in there, or do you think Yukino would be a better bet? So let's try running that top team then. And if Nanika doesn't do the job, then she's being taken off the team, and we're going to put Yukino back in. So, what we need is to build it. All the tabs on one thing, so we don't need Lavi, and we don't need Yukino for now. But we do need Xmas and Zomi to tank, even though she sits so far backwards. She could tank it. Nanika, who is quite highly built up. I mean, to borrow the Sono again. We'll have Kevilar's Sono this time. And it says to have Sono and Nozomi set and everyone else unset. So, let's run this one. Sono and Nozomi set, everyone else unset. So let's see how this team works. And if this team doesn't do it, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out Nanika, so the Nanika, and put in Yukino. And then maybe that will work better. But I think maybe this team will work out okay, because my Xmas Nozomi is pretty highly built, probably about maxed out, because I've been using it quite a lot in PvP. So I guess hopefully that will go in our favour here. No, what time we got left? 60 seconds. Who is? There's sort of hanging in there. Do we need more damage? Has this summon Nanika been replaced already? Is she really going to be replaced with Yukino? She came through with this by the skin of her teeth there. Is she the top DPS for that team? Yes, she is. Top DPS for this team. So we just come through with this by the skin of our teeth. Palm trees do not have teeth. By the skin of my leaf cells or something, whatever. We made it. We are progressing. We're in Deep Quest. Okay, 8-8. Let's have a look at 8-8 then. Again, it's physical. Again, they've all got Pecorine in them. That's unfortunate. They have all got Summer Pecorine in them. So you know what that means? We build the bottom team and we take Pecorine out and we put in Yukino and hope that Xvasilia can tank it. Okay, well, that's a strat. It's worth a try, I guess. It is certainly worth a try. So let's get the game back up and let's try and build that team then. Without Summer Pecorine in it, unfortunately. So, no, we did want Nozomi. Nozomi, come back. Come back, Nozomi. What we don't need for this team is... We've got Ameth, we've got Nanika, we've got Nozomi. We don't need this Nozomi. We don't need the Alchemist Nozomi. So, we have Xvasilia and Yukino. So, can Ilia tank this one? You should progress these at some point. Yes, I mean, it's all good and well that they give us extra stages to take on, but if a lot of people are not even up to taking on the new stages that they give us, and so people will lose interest if they can't compete in them, which is unfortunate. And then I guess that would suggest that there's a slight imbalance. Whoa, sets. There we go. Everyone, quick sets. Hopefully Ilia can tank this. Let's see. I haven't beaten any of the 8-10 bosses yet. I haven't even tried to beat any of the 8-10 bosses yet, so we will see. Potentially today could be the first. We don't know. We don't know. We've got to get to this one first. Then I've got to build my Ruka. My SA Ruka for that team. Which will mean going back into building. You've been lazy. I haven't beaten the level 3 bosses because you've been lazy. Well, I guess there was a lot of resources that you do gain out of this. So I suppose it is worth pushing as far as you can. Build up Princess Knight a level up, which again will make you give you stronger characters for all the modes as well as this. 17 seconds, oh, we not got enough damage here. Is that the problem? The problem wasn't tanking, but it was actually doing damage. I guess some of Pecorini's a hard act to follow. Could we be stuck here? What is Xmas Nozomi doing here? Is she keeping us alive? If we take her out and put in someone that does a bit more damage, will we start to die? Well, I guess we'll find out. I mean, we can always try Pirate Ann, Pirate Tuny. She even sits behind. Or we could go with... a good single target DPS. Magic DPS for the team. Or we could put in Ninon. Ninon might help us here. She's going to stun them a little bit. She's going to stall them a bit. So maybe that'll work. Anti-magic golem. Kuka? Do we need a water Kuka? Is that what you're saying? The lag. Ninon! Legends woken up because we are using Ninon. Of course we put Ninon in there. Let's see if this can work. Hopefully this can work. We're going to have to find another team because we can't build any that are suggested. Oh yeah, so Kuka is anti-magic. And there's an anti-magic golem there. So these are going to have to do some pretty high magic damage to get through here. So, don't die, Ilya! Not yet! I guess that's why most of the teams are physical then, because yes, we do have some high defense against magic characters here. Oh, I've got to have done it again, haven't I? Wait, no. Whoa, come back, come back. We won! We won! What happened there? It disappeared. I minimized it. But that team did it. There we go. We can throw that one into the pot. For everything's going crazy. I can throw that one into the pot. Then Elon, yeah, doing pretty good damage there. Second DPS. We did it! We did it! Whoa, wait. We have a... So there we go. There is another team, potentially then. Water 8-8. If anyone's struggling on Water 8-8 and can build that team, then it looks like it is good to go. Ninon to the rescue! Very nice indeed, right. Okay, we've got another possessed armor here. I like the possessed armor. Anyway, 8-9. We have it up. Let's see, 8-9. Or should we just try that same team? Again, it's all physical, apart from this bottom one. I see no reason why, because we can't borrow a Pecorine, and they're all Pecorines, that we don't try that same team that we just ran. And hopefully it will do the business again. Although again, like, it looks like we have an anti-magic golem there. And we've got that raccoony thing in the back with his... Okay, this time maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we need to take Ilya out and put in a better tank option. Is this friend borrowed or clan borrowed? I think his friend borrowed this because I know we definitely have a Summer Pecorine in Clan Battle to borrow that we have had for months, which has been very handy. And she's not here in this one, so unfortunately we are going to have to change this team up a little bit because that one didn't work. So what we might have to do is put in a proper tank. And I know she's going to be... Maybe this is where Ruka would come in. I need to build her. I don't know why they're using her on a magical team. She's very physical orientated, but... Could this work? Could this work? Let's see. Do you need Summer Pecorine? I do need Summer Pecorine. I was disappointed that we didn't get... I didn't manage Summer Pecorine. She is very high on my list. Probably next on my list for a character to buy with a ticket if we get another ticket, if I decide to spend money on it. Probably the next one we're going to be getting though will be February for the 8th anniversary. Unless they decide, because she's very old, just to give it to everybody. Why can't they do that? Well, this one's going a little bit better then. This team's going a little bit better. But do we have the damage? Now we need the damage. I'm surprisingly max level because randomly dumped stamina the other day. Max, well, you take a bit of time out and you'll go back to max level. But did you have a lot of stamina saved up? Game is taking forever to load. Well, there's a bit of lag there for crazy. But this was crazy that we did it. So there we go. Just changing out Ilya for our Xmas Nozomi. And we did. So there we go. Another team to try if you are struggling to build the other ones. For this was 8, 9. So now we've got to 8, 10. So for 8, 10, we're going to need our SA Ruka. So that means we're going to have to build our SA Ruka because, let's just bring the team up here. There are these few teams here with Yukino in them. And they all have SA Ruka tank in them. They're all the same team, just with maybe slightly different timelines on them. It exists. Someone just needs to... They're not the same team. Two of them got Sono in them. And the bottom one's got Nanika in it. Summer Nanika. But they all have SA Ruka, so that is what we're going to have to do now. Just go and build our SA Ruka, which we got with a ticket. So they did give us SA Ruka. They may give me SA Ruka with a ticket, which is very kind of them. So we do already have some shards for us. We don't need that many to ascend as a 5-star. Let's get... So this is where this we could pretend it's 2 years ago. And we are just summoned for SA Ruka. So let's build her then and put some equipment on her. This legend is where you're going to get your 6-hour reroll stream. Although I don't think I'm going to be putting on any fancy fancy equipments for her. Just buy that? Why do we want to just buy that? We'll just buy that. We need 270 of these, please. Just buy that. Summer Peko is up. Aha! Thank you. We could try Summer Peko in there, see how she does fare. I'm sure it works pretty well. But Yukino and Summer Ninon came in and took the weight off of Peko. I'm sure she'll be handy in the future though, unless you need to change her for somebody else. But thank you for thinking about doing that. She did a feature though in this last team. This is what we're building up. What does it say about unique equipment there? Has the necessary amount to create UE1. Well, we was 5-star in a face, not doing the unique equipment one. And we did buy a few too many there, but like I said, we're going to put the unique equipment on her as well. Once you're past this boss, oh yeah, it's okay. I didn't think about that. We do have level 9. Level 9 water, which I'm pretty sure she will feature in quite heavily as well. Do they have teams on this then for level 9? I'm sure they do. We are jumping all over the place. We do have some level 9 teams. Why are we on light? When it will load. Keep this up until it loads. We have a little bit more pretty things to look at. There we go. So, there we go. For 9 water. She's here. Yes, of course she's here. But it is Yukino is featuring very heavily here. So is Summer Ninon. It's basically the kind of team that we just sort of ran. SA Ruka tanking for it. Is this how far people have got? That team seems to be curb stomping it more or less. So yeah, if you want to beat Waterdeep Quest, these are the 5 or 6 characters that you would need to get. So we've got to 9-9. No one's beaten 9-10 yet, or at least there isn't a team there. But we don't have the we get 10 attempts a day, so we're not going to have enough to get there. Even if we could. Summoning on Waltz OP, yes, she is looking like maybe a little bit than a lot of people gave her credit for. So where is our Ruka then? This Ruka. Let's get her up to 5-star. We have the SA Ruka, but we don't have the SA Saren or Hiyori. Now we have 3 Salasarias. And do we want a limit breaker? She's a 120. Why not? We'll give her a ring. We've got 17 of them. And then we need to put the unique equipment on her, which hit points, physical defense, she's going to be tanking. Flowing Water Edge. You know what that made me think of? Melania in Elden Ring. The foul foot, water foul foot, or whatever hell nasty attack is that everybody is scared of. Perhaps this is Melania in disguise. You don't have Scarlet Rot. There's no Scarlet Rot on Ruka. Anyway, so do we use a sphere, or do we... We've got 8 of them. Do we use a sphere, or do we just put it on at level 50? What does the timeline say? What does the timeline say? Does it matter? Or does it really not matter at all? I mean, if she starts dying, it just says 30 plus. It just say 30 plus on there, so... Maybe we're alright saving it, just buying a few more DAs. Buying a few shards for it, and then just put it on at level 30. We already have a few extra. View Mac is going to go poof. Yes, it is. We don't need that. So we need quick maths. We need 20, 30, 40, 50, 37. Is that right? 37 and 13 equals 50. Yay! Way! We did a thing. We mathed. We mathed. I guess that'll do for her then. Hopefully that'll do for her. If not, well. And if not, then well. You know. I don't know what I've got 8. Save 8. I'm sure. Well, 8. If we're getting unique equipments every month, they could actually soon disappear. If I start putting them on every character. So there's the unique equipment on that. Last thing, quickly, EX equipment. I guess we want to go defensive. Equipments. We've got... No. Okay, defensive equipment. So we have hit points and magical defense. We have hit points and physical defense with the magical physical damage cut. And we've got hit points and damage cut to both. Let me just have a look at it. Her kit. Does she actually work better against one type over the other? Do you think she reduces physical damage on one of these? Lowers enemies' physical defense and physical attack. Yes, she's lowering physical attack. So do we go all in on physical defense? Or do we give a magical defense then to cover both bases? Again, lowering physical defense on there. And physical attack was a physical. And she has a barrier that absorbs physical damage. So she is going to be more susceptible to magical damage. So do we go with the magic one then? Or do we go with the physical one? Just to completely bolster her against physical damage. What kind of damage is this boss doing? Can we see what type of damage this boss is doing? Or are we again thinking too much about this? That's a little boost. Where's the? There it is. Physical. He's physical. Maybe that's why we're using Ruka, because he is physical. So do we go all in on physical? Shall we go all in on physical? Which means this one. This one's physical. Doesn't look like I've given this equipment to anybody. So there you go, Ruka. You can have that one. That's the first one. Then we have got physical defense and dodge. I suppose their damage doesn't really matter too much. Physical attack and crit, so maybe not. And then this is the attack one that everyone wants. So you're going to get this one here, Ruka. I don't know if it really complements the Arabian kind of look, the Persian look, but and the ring, we do not have a water ring again. Every element apart from water and wind, we do not have a water ring. So unfortunately, we're going to have to give one of these other ones, which is, again, physical defense and physical damage cut. That one, probably one that we're going to give her. And that's hit points and both damage cut. I don't think anyone's got this one either. Very, very unique here, this Ruka, with the equipment that she wants. So we've got plenty to uncap these. These should do for her, hopefully. Palm friend, make me food. Well, I don't know if I can actually help you with that one. I'm afraid there's something about Ruka making you hungry. I'm pretty hungry, although it's late at night here, and I'm gonna need to go to bed when we finish this. Whenever we finish this. But I am actually hungry too. What would we want to eat? I did, however, well, we can talk about food. I did cook myself a curry the other day. Nothing special, just chopped some onions up, fried some chicken, and then chucked in a sauce out of a jar. But I did get, I can't believe I'm saying this, we should have Yukino up on the screen when we're talking about this, because I was thinking about Yukino as I was tearing the chicken breasts to pieces to fry them in the pan. Because again, chicken breast now instead of diced chicken, because you get a bit more and it's better quality. Anyway, we start frying the chicken, and we can put her on the screen as we're talking about this. I am going to have to change these. One of these may end up having to go, because I want to keep. Oh, as I was saying, we was Yukino, she was down at the bottom. Yukino, surely. I was frying the chicken, and I wondered to myself, where is she, Yukino? We need you on the screen whilst we're telling this story, because you are a watery chicken. Yukino. I was wondering whilst I was frying this chicken. The punchline, we need the punchline, and you're taking so long to download. Anyway, come on. You are thinking, where am I going with this? Come on, download. I was frying the chicken breasts and I was wondering to myself, how much water do they inject into these breasts? And I was talking, you could take that one out of context. And I was thinking, I'm going to be summoning for Yukino tomorrow. I wonder, that would sound rather out of context. How much water do they inject into these breasts? Because there was a lot of water that needed to be boiled off. Anyway, talking about food, I did find a new pizza place. Well, there is a pizza place near where I live that I haven't actually been to for a long time, but I decided to go and I got a Mediterranean pizza from them and it was actually very nice. And I went back and I got a 16-inch one last time. It was very expensive, but it was bigger than a car wheel, or about the size of a car wheel. So I guess I really liked the pizza because I went back and got a really big one. So, also talking about injecting water into breasts and everything. Was Ruka ready? Is Ruka ready to go? Is Ruka ready to go? Where is she? she's ashamed of our language. And what we are thinking. And he's hiding now. She's up at the top now. She's a unit equipment. She maybe has a higher power level. That's 6-star Ruka. Where is S8 Ruka? That's New Year's Ruka. There she is. Right. So she's a little bit broken. The spawn stories are all red. She has that on. She has this on. Don't need that on. Right. All of that to get back in to 8-10. So the team we're going to go with. What is the team we're going to go with? Are we going to go with that bottom team first? Just try it full auto and see how close it gets. It probably won't work. Because there's timelines. Let's do that. Let's go in and put that bottom team in. Run it full auto. And see how it works. How it doesn't work. So we have summoning on. We have Nanika. We have Yukino. We have Ameth. So we just need to change the tank. Take out Nozomi there, exit Nozomi, and put in our SA Ruka. Again, we can't find her. She's saying, go away, get away from me. There she is at the bottom. Now she's going to be an absolute disaster. Am I that unhinged? I could be more unhinged, perhaps, but let's see. Multiple parts. Kasudoneru, Rokusu. Well, it seems to be doing okay so far. Kasudoneru, Rokusu? What's that supposed to be? What is that? Wait. 32 seconds ago, we could have done a little bit more damage by now. We are getting some big blobs of damage coming in. I think we might just be a little short here on damage. He's multiple target, obviously. I guess that's why we were struggling in the past 7 teams. I don't think we've got the damage in here. With 7 seconds to go. This is not going to work. Didn't do too badly, but not good enough. Oh, Ninon. Oh, Ninon. Do we try one of these other teams? That means we need to borrow a Sono. We're taking out Nanika and we're putting in that Sono. Can we just be lazy and try it for auto first and see how close it gets? The timeline shouldn't be that bad. I don't think the timeline is that bad. Whilst this is running, let me have a look at this timeline. Unless they die instantly. So, where Sono is setting Sono straight away, Yukino, it's not too bad a timeline. Honestly, we can maybe give it a try. It just means I need to have it up on the screen whilst we are all on one screen, everything on one screen here. If this doesn't work. Maybe with the extra attack buff Sono's giving us, we may get that damage that we need. It's not actually, the last team was looking better. It was looking better. Will the timeline really make that much of a difference? I can't see the timeline making this much of a difference. It's still got half health left. Well, we'll try. We will try, but... Ouch! Maybe just a little bit of jiggery pokery with that face team would have been the better option. Anyway, let's get the timeline on the screen somewhere where I can see it. Right ho, righty ho. You would be surprised. Well, we're about to find out if I can pull this off. So we are starting with auto on. Yeah, it said I'm looking at the timeline. It says Yukino off, Ninon off. I'm assuming that means unsetting them, not turning auto off, because auto's not coming back on. So yes, auto on, and we have everybody set apart from Sono and who's behind her on this team, Ameth. Right, okay, that's up. This is up. Right, so let's slow it down a little bit to start with. We need to borrow a Sono again. And let's slow it down, auto on. And we're unsetting these two. I don't think we need to slow it down that much. At 105, Sono sets Sono. Speed it up a little bit. 105, Sono sets Sono. In fact, we probably don't even need to have it this slow. But we'll leave it there anyway. 105, we're getting close to that. Sono's Union Burst. There she goes. Okay, at 47, Yukino sets Summer Ameth and unsets Yukino. That's at 47. So there isn't that many steps in here. So we're waiting for Yukino. Here we go, 47. Yukino should be going. There she is. Right, 37 now. Ninon. Unsets Ninon at 37. We haven't got there quite yet, so we didn't miss it. Good. 37. Ninon unsets Ninon. We still not looking like we're doing a huge amount of damage. There she goes, and then at 29, Ninon resets herself. We may be fiddling with the face team a little bit. There she goes, 29. Right, we can put it back up to full speed, because that is all of the inputs. And with 23 seconds... It looks like it has done more damage, but we might be a little bit short. Still. Although it's definitely done better. I will give it that. Although not quite good enough by the looks of it here. There's no way we're doing that damage in 1 second. Is the other timeline any different? There is a different timeline. It is slightly different, but not that different. I don't think it's going to make that big a difference, the other timeline. You got the DPS characters equipped with elemental accessories, because that's a huge boost. Probably not. Who did the DPS here? Ninon and Yukino. Well, we saw what Yukino got. We didn't have any. Maybe what we need to do then is try and get some of those. So Nina, what's Ninon got? No, what's the ABC? Don't embarrass yourself, Yashi. What did I put on Ninon? Where is she gone? Where is she gone? We gave Ninon this. I mean, this isn't bad. Defense, penetration, and okay attack. I guess it's these, isn't it? We need some more of these earrings or the accessory slots. So she has these earrings. So I pasta. I probably need pasta. Pasta. Right. I pasta. More food. Pasta. Don't love it. They haven't done the 50th tier on this. So which one is it that which one is it that gives those earrings? It's this one here, isn't it? Labyrinth gives those earrings. Do we just skip a few, or do we decide to try and do it at tier 5? There won't be any of these at tier 5. Should we try this at tier 5? Well, let's speed through it. See if we can do this at tier 5. So who do we want on here? I guess we want a Shizuru as a tank. So which Shizuru shall we take as our tank? The new summer one? Multiple targets? Or... I mean, what bosses do we have here? Do we want to be getting a multiple target team on here? I guess just doing that wouldn't be bad. So let's get these three out, Shizuru, Labby and Reno, and let's progress. And where is probably need to do the hard ones. Of course we get Prefest Labby for free on this one as well. Where is there any hard nodes? There isn't any hard nodes on there. Do we want this one probably? We can't get that one with that one. I guess it really doesn't make any difference which way we go on this first tier. So let's bang them all in and set them off, shall we? So which bosses you need to fight at the top? Yes, we probably do need to do that. We probably set them as well. I guess like, it has been multiple target bosses and we don't have multiple target DPSs and we struggle. So let's see. We have we should be able to beat this surely by now with all the extras we've got. What bosses have we got on here? Do we want a tank? Another tank? Would another tank be handy? Dream Park Mallow is a good option, but I don't have a suggestion to be 3 stars. Do we take Miyako just so we have another tank option? Sometimes tank options can be a struggle to get them in here. So yes, we've got Golem. I guess he's single target, isn't he? I think. And Jabberwock. Jabberwock. Is Jabberwock multiple target or is he single target too? I think he's single target, isn't he? I think that means we need single target DPS by the looks of it. Yeah, I think he's single too. So we went multiple target at the beginning, and that was a mistake. We can prevail though. We can still prevail. So what elements are we doing good in? We've got Labarista. Let's try some light stuff then. Jita, that might be a handy one to have. And Nenika might also be a very handy one to have. And Ameth. Well, I think that was a pretty good. That was pretty good. Pretty good pick there. A pretty good pick there. So, let's make our team, shall we? We kind of got the basis of a magical team going there. Well, so let's put Reno in as well then. Let's send this one off. I think we've got a pretty decent team here. I haven't used Jita for a while. She's one of those characters, yeah, we used to be used all the time. I haven't used her for a while. So it's nice so we can get Jita in here. 6-star Jita. Come on, let's speed this through. We still have Summer Praise here. Well, we don't have air. So I guess I'm tempted to go with either Ilya or Kaya. Now Kaya's only at 4-star too, although she might work okay on this light team. We'll go with Kaya because we're building the light team here. What is this event then? A buffer ally or a booster ally? I mean, buffers are good, but so are boosters. Who's Karen giving us? Luna! We get Luna, so that's dark magic. And Alphanenica, that's dark magic too. Both of them though could be handy. And we get our first relic. Well, that's the 2-star one, it's TP, let's grab that one. Right, what do we have here? Where is the Extreme? The Extreme is at the top. I suppose we really should try and take on the Extreme. And there's a relic there. Let's get a character and then go up to the top. We go with water. Well, if you get a Yukino, come and get a Yukino. Someone Zoe. Well, since we get 3-star, we don't have air. Don't have Xmas Ayane either. We do have Winter Uni though. Winter Uni might be handy though, as a booster, a speed booster for us. So can we put Kaya in this team then, instead of? She will sit there. She will sit there. Do we have a better tank option though? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think of Uni's feet? They are feet, and they are good for walking on. I'm not a feet guy, you know. Well, I've not ever got on about feet. I'm certainly not a feet guy at all. But I mean, they could be. Yeah, I don't know if I ever think anything about them. Think more about Curry. Think more about Curry. Want her to walk on? Well, okay. So I think we're gonna go with Ray here. So maybe we should start trying to build some wind, because that will be a good wind. With my back pain. Well, I don't know. How heavy is she? She probably wouldn't even feel her on there. I don't think she weighs that much. Let's just build TP. Let's keep building TP. Then, right, here we go. Here is the test. Can we take on this Extreme 5? Gonna stick with the same team here. I can't see anything that would be better to change. Potentially, anyway. Let's stick here with this team. Because that beating these extreme ones, then well, that's definitely could do to help me with my back. I did have an MRI scan on my back about a month ago, and I finally get some results. And there is something there, a little bit of disc intrusion and a little bit of stenosis. I think it is the narrowing of the canals that the nerves go in, but for a tree, I think that's not too bad. Although there's not a lot they can do about it. So we are just going to have to grow more roots and steady ourselves against any prevailing winds. There we go. That's an extreme fight. Not too bad at all. Which means we can get a relic, I think. That means we get an extra relic. Okay, so they're all 2 stars. I think we like the hit point one, but I never usually go for the damage over time ones. And who do we want here? As a tank option, I'm kind of minded to go with New Year's Ray here. Right, what do we get here at the event? Test our skills. The very first time I went in against Christina, I died, so I've been scared of doing that every single time. Maybe we should have attempted it. We have got a decent team this time. Debuff set is incredibly powerful. I think I've seen people saying that. Christina, no, wait. Yeah, we probably should have gone with Christina, but I've always been put off from the very first time I did this, and we lost to her. So we'll be fine. We'll still make it through. We'll take on the Matsuri fight, and we'll get some Aeris for it. We kind of get a bit of a mishmash. We've got one good team, and then a bit of a mishmash all over the place here. Currently 3, that'll give us to 4, so let's just grab that. Right, boss area 3. We have an extreme at the bottom. I guess we're just going to take the bottom route. Let's take the bottom route. And let's send it in. Let's go. You want to focus on 2 to 3 elements. We do indeed, and well, we're going to do wind, and we're going to do water, wind, water, light. I guess wind, water, light might be what we're focusing on, but this one. Although, we could maybe do a water and light magic team. Well, there we go. This seems doing okay. Well, it's the bosses, isn't it? That we're going to get stuck on. I suppose getting Ameth there was a... Well, the only one I've got at 5-star is that Worm, and then that's not wind, water, or light. So, well, see, maybe she'll come in handy. I don't know. Let's see what relic we get. The 2-star one is this debuff. Well, let's put on a debuff then. It's the 2-star one, and then we'll take a character from here. Wind, water, and light. Randomly water. Let's see if we get Yukino. We get Sumaruka. We don't have her. Princess Sheffy. That one will be probably a good pull. Winter Chloe, we do have her, but she's not built. But we did get Princess Sheffy there. I think that one is a pretty good pull. A really good pull for the team. So let's see if it can be extreme. Then we're going to take on the boss. They're hanging in a little bit, this team. We will break through, though, I'm sure of it. We will break through. There's a lot of tanky characters, though, and that little goblin in his shield. And Carol is getting very close to killing our Kea. We are backing them into a corner, though. They are getting backed up a bit. Hey, we did it. There we go, we did it. Well, can we take out this golem? A 3-star? I guess it's a 3-star. I guess we have to take the 3-star. And Princess Ray? Or Summer Nanika? Would the Summer Nanika work better with our water magic team? Oh, this is a difficult choice, isn't it? I'm sorry, Halloween Misogi. I think, Can I transform into princess form? Well, I could turn into a human form. Maybe I could potentially transform into a princess form if I wanted to. Let's make a decision on this though quickly. Do we want princess form Ray or do we want the Summer Nanika? Nanika, because we know we've got Labby and we could maybe build an okay. Although she's multiple tigers, well, they're both multiple tigers, aren't they? Which isn't actually going to help us that much. So maybe that wasn't as big a decision as I maybe thought it would have been. I guess for this one, we save? Or do we maybe buy an attacker? We'll buy an attacker and then save the rest. Let's see what we get with this attacker. Xmas Yukino! Great! Sorry Yukino, but I don't have you and I know that you're actually the best attacker ever. So that was a bit of a poop pull. So we probably should save, yeah, hopefully we'll do that one. And we boss tile. Right. Oh, there's 3 of them. So, what teams are we going to go with then? Do we put in our light team? Tanked by Yako? Because if we're going to go water, well then again, they're both multiple tanky. We could use either of them as a tank. Maybe party one we don't need Miyako to tank it. If we're gonna mix and match, ouch! This is the maybe we are struggling here. I mean, this Chloe's only 3-star. We don't have any other physical options for wind. Might have to be it. And the party 3 is going to be magic. So magic. It's just going to be 2 Nenikas, and I knew we were going to get to tank for it. That was one of every element in there. One of every element. This is where we're going to have Miyako tanking. So I'm kind of glad we got Miyako because we needed her as a tank. Might be looking a little bit tricky here. Team synergy. Well, let's give this a try. See how it does. We may be stuck here. We may just be stuck here a little bit. Or we may be underestimating our team. Well, goodbye, Kea. Ouch! Taking out these little golems at the front, though. This shouldn't be too bad, surely. Even with Kea taken out here, we'll have enough damage so that the rest of the team, the other 2 teams, can take out Golem. We should be okay here. I think we're okay. We're not going to take them out with this team. Hopefully the other teams have enough damage and synergy to not just get one shot and die. Maybe putting this team in second might be the play if we do struggle. if we could build a team to take out the two little golems and then use this one to take out the bigger, greater one, maybe KO won't go down, but then maybe she still will. Okay, team 2. Surely this team is going to work okay. Double Ray. Oh well, there goes the 3-stack Chloe. Well, the other 4 should be okay to take this out, surely. Yeah, surely we have this. Surely we have this. Yada! We made it through, and there she goes, falling off them feet. Oh, that last team was a bit of a mess, really, wasn't it? I think we might have been struggling there. So we are going to go for... Currently 7, so that'll be 8, 9, 10. Does 10 give us a boost? Where is it? What do we need for the next boost up? Angel's Shoes, all enemies debuff. Let's try the corrosion then. Like I said, I never usually go with that. I usually go with buffing me as opposed to debuffing them. Guess we're gonna have to buy a cannon. I don't know how that's gonna help. Let's grab Christina as well. Should we be waking on fire now? We're getting some good characters here, so maybe we'll start working with fire and not wind. We don't even have a lot on wind. Right, where is the extreme? There's an extreme there and there's an extreme there. Let's go relic, and then we can go down here. But then we're going to miss that extreme. Then we have to get up to that extreme. We only need one extreme. We'll do it this way then. We have to miss that first extreme. I guess we're going debuffs. I guess we are going debuffs. Do we want to switch this team up a little bit and go water lights? Let's switch this team up a little bit. Let's send in our Sheffy. Give Kara a little bit of a rest there. They have a pudding! More food! Guaranteed relic, dark treasure. Do those extreme fights give us different things? Yuri? Yui? Hori or Yui? Yori or Yui? I'm gonna go Yui. Maybe we could finally build some kind of a magical team with some of these options. I don't know. Right, so now we need this extreme one. We'll get this extreme one and that relic. So let's just stay along the top then. Rupees. June joins as an ally plus random character Do we need June? I don't know if we need June. We had cannon. It's cannon in a tank. Anyway. Oh, we've got plenty of tanks now. Yamato. And Ayumi. Where did they come from? Anyway. Multiple target. Probably not going to help. Wraith Lord. Can we take out Wraith Lord with this team? Or are we going to need to change it up? He does quite a bit of damage at the front of this Wraith Lord. Cheetah can take it. So can Chizuru here. You would pick Yui too. Okay, yes. Well, we both agreed on that one. Wraith, we can take Wraith Lord. I was saying we can take Wraith Lord. Okay. Do we try and build a magical team? Do you think they will be better? Do we want tank in front, then backline DPS? Well, yes, who is it? Can this isn't backline DPS, is it? What backline DPS do we even have? That's why we was gonna go. Magic. You're not tanky, you're not tanky. You are not tanky. Who do we have? Is Worm tanky enough? We get everything in it, every element in here. And who we've got as an action speed buffer because they're both for physical, really. Do we need an action speed buffer? We'll put Miyako in and we'll put we probably don't have the damage with this. This team is not going to do much damage. A Nenica, maybe a Nenica. Well, Ray's gone, so I don't know if Miyako's gone too. Ouch. This is looking tricky. I don't see how Yamato would survive this. Where? I don't know. Use June, Yamato won't work. Well, we can use them both. Let's see what's going on here. It all looks so good, and then all of a sudden, he does a big attack, and everyone dies. And now we've got no damage. Christina's supposed to have invulnerability to physical. I don't imagine putting Labby in is going to make any difference at all. I think maybe we are stuck here. Maybe this is where we are stuck. Magic team with June tank, perhaps. When he attacks us and we all die again, let's give that one a try. Scythe is true damage. We do really Yui. Still, we don't have the characters that we use against this in clown battles. We have like Vikala and Medusa and so on. Didn't we use them against him? Well, oh, was that an attack and we survived it? Somehow. What happened then? Bypasses invincibility. Okay, okay. We learned something else today. Well, look, Scythe damage isn't looking as dangerous this time, is it? Have we actually finally got a team here that's gonna work? Yui? Can Yui and co? Yada! Hey, we are not stuck! And our Wraith is doomed now. Yes, here we go. Let's continue. We can continue. Look at that for damage there. Yui coming in. Yui, number one Yui. Ichiban Yui. Yui no Ichiban no Yui. Is that what you would say anyway? So we have got. Let's just give us a bit more damage, shall we? Princess Wraith certainly wants to join the team, doesn't she? Although I don't know if she's going to really help too much. Perhaps Ruka. Sorry, Princess Wraith. You really do want to join the team. Another tank option, I suppose. Single target tank option. Let's can we use the same team in this? Or shall we go back to what we had? No, we did want Ameth in there. Of course we want Ameth in there. Jeets. We have Jeets. Let's keep June as the tank. Maybe even putting Cannon in for these lesser fights might be even faster. Maybe even faster. Well, there we go. Not too bad. We keep rolling. Ah. We do have Princess Yui, Camp Aoi, Christmas Kurumi. Let's grab Kurumi. I don't think any of them really were the most pivotal of characters that we could have got there. Another relic. We need these relics. These relics really help. All 1 star. Guess we're gonna have to go for the attack. We've got 2. Can we get to 4 for that relic? And a shop at the end. Is this where we want to be spending? I don't know what I am on. So we've got currently 8 for that, 3 for that, 2 for that, 7 for this. Which ones should we boost? Either attack over 4 or health over 4, maybe. Frost Shadow. This one. You say this one is pretty good, Frost Shadow. Enemies deal less damage and enemies take 25% more damage. Doesn't sound too bad to me. Okay, well we'll go with this strat then, and we don't have much left. We don't need any more tanks. We could try a booster roll. Booster roll select. Now, who do we want as the booster roll select? Well, if we're going to run fire, physical, maybe we could grab Neffy. Or, let's Hiyori there. Oh, we haven't got her though. Or if we wanted to run this Cheru, Neffy, Grace, Kuroche. I think I'm leaning leaning for Neffy. I think we're leaning. We'll get up here. I think she will help pretty much. We've got a lot of fire physicals. We can run that fire physical team. Right, stage 5, Jabberwocker. Can we take out Jabberwocker? Where is the extreme? Right in the center and then down at the bottom. There is one more shop. I thought that might be the last shop. Anyway, so we need to go and grab this and that. So we're going to go down here. Shall we change things up a little bit? Let's run our fire team. Let's see how it does. Let's see how it does. If not, we'll go back to where we was. Well, that cleaned them up. Hopefully we've got this one. I face level 5 clear. Well, this is what I've been lazy on. I've been a little bit lazy. Not doing. None of these are really going to help too much. Let's go grab 6-star Kiori. You haven't seen any Kiori. Are we going to get another Kiori? I wonder if we're going to get one of them. Will we use her on that fire team? Probably not. Maybe. But, ooh, a level 3. But it's focus. We might be better off just grabbing that one, then that gets us the full boost. Right, extreme. Do we dare? I mean, that's a little bit of a downgrade, unfortunately, Kaori. But let's see how it works. If not, we can always switch back. We will get an extra fire boost though. No changes are really needed, no. But I wanted to give Kaori a go. We never used Kaori very much at all these days. And if it's good enough to take him out, it's good enough to take him out. Yay! Did you do any damage? Not really. Not as much as the newer or previous characters. Anyway, she contributed. That surely is as high as it gets now, isn't it? At 15 or higher, and we're at 15. So I'm gonna grab this, although it's not gonna get us to 4, is it? It might. We may get that to 4. Hello, Chunibyo. I don't think any of them was really going to help. We'll have Chunibyo on the team. We have to have Anna. Well, what is the stream here without Anna? Let's grab this relic then. Staff. You wanted the staff. Well, they're all. You can have the Evil Eye Doom staff. Alright, Evil Eye Doom staff it is. Extreme. Please don't be Wraith again. Okay, Smoldersaurus. We will put Ameth back in for this one. Let's see if our fire team can put out the fire. Damage over time relics scale with the number of debuff stats you have. I guess that damage over time is. Well, is this really? Have I been sleeping on this? Have I really been sleeping on this too much? Right, it is. Well, you say that, but to get this to 4, we'll grab that to get it to 4. That was the plan. Oh, hello, ho-ho. You can join our fire team. We'll have ho-ho. We will have a fire physical team against Jabberwock. Don't you worry about that. Right, we probably don't have anything left to spend here. So, that's about it. You want to truly see how much you've been sleeping on it? we could buy some of these. We could buy some of these relics. TP. We'll grab the TP one. Reroll the shop. Reroll the shop. You really like the debuff ones, don't you? Can I even afford one if I rerolled it? Probably not. I think normal attack boost, physical / magical crit damage. What would probably not optimal, but we've got fire physical. We'll take Jabberwocker out with this fire physical team. Don't you worry. Don't get too confident. Okay, we're not putting it in first though, because we want someone, a multiple target team to take out those ads. Or this team to take out the ads. Party 2, we're gonna go full fire physical. There we go. That team should win. And the last one. Do we really have magic in us? Do we go with Yui magic, Nanika, and dark magics? We'll probably put Eris in. This is a bit of a mishmash team. Do we want Ruka to tank for it? You're not using Sheffy. Not using Sheffy. We are using Sheffy now. There we go. Right, let's see. Let's see how this does. Wait. What? It wasn't using Sheffy. Is that what you were going to say? Put Sheffy in. We'll give this a try. If it doesn't work, then no teams. We've got teams. These teams will do just one tank. It'll work too well. How could it work too well if we don't get to use fire physical well? It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Why would we do this again? To get equipment. To get equipment. So probably. I think this base team's going to beat it, isn't it? You can beat Jabberwocker with just one tank in each team and no one else. And is that the debuff? Is that showing us how good the debuff is? Well, we could do it like this: one tank in each team. All right, so let's see. So this is how debuff itself. Yes, you're saying this is showing what the debuff is. Well, that's doing quite a bit of damage to it, isn't it? Come on, Shizuru! Maybe we do want the debuff too. Maybe we have come around. Giga Shizuru! And he's quite quick as well, because we've only got one character there. Behold! We are beholding! We are beholding! Is this the cheap strat? Well, this is the strat. Well, there you go. That is the strat to debuff them. Okay, well there we go. That is the power of debuffs that we have all been, well, I have been sleeping on. So what do we get then? Do we get any water equipments? Do we get any water equipments for that? The power of debuff. Well, you feel you really like the debuff, so we wanted to see, and well, it was a good example. So maybe we will get the debuffs more in the future. Not a single one. Not a single one. But that doesn't mean. Let's see if we can just grab a few then here. I thought I was supposed to be updating this a little, but I'll get more dark ones, but no water ones. We have a ton of these that we can't even use. We get a water one. We get one water one. So who's going to get that then? Was it Yukino or was Ninon going to get that one? That means now we have to... We have to re-roll it. If you're still here, Legend, here's your re-rolling stream. Right, we want attack on this. And that is not attack. So, let's probably put it on Ninon. If we do Ninon in PvP, that will discard that. That was better, but we're still going to re-roll it all. We are going to Rainbow with defense. I dumped like 15 skips into it. Yeah, so it's like having 100 of these pieces of equipment that we can't re-roll them all, and I wouldn't mind maybe 2 of these, maybe, but okay, so we've got an okay attack there. We've actually got maximum attack here. Crit rates! Don't think it's the best, but you can't get defense penetration on these. So we will keep it for now and try and get an attack on all the rest of them. Holy moly! Come on! Come on, little girls! Okay, another magical attack at 2%. Hit points, and it's, but then to be honest with you, I'm going to keep that for now. If we're putting this on Nina, because she keeps dying a little bit too quickly in PvP. That might help her if we're going to give this to Ninon. There it is. Okay. Right. One last attempt then at this 810. I think I'm going to be calling it for today then, once we give this one last go here. So, the team is... Am I confident? Am I confident? I don't know. Am I just at 1 equipment? Is it going to be enough? Okay, so we have Solo and Ameth. Solo and Ameth are on the set. Everybody else is set. There we go. Right. And then Solo set Solo at 105. Maybe we could try the other timeline. It is a little different. But is it going to be better? Well... There we go. Solo at 105. Then 47 Yukino. 47 Yukino. We are toggling Yukino and Ameth. It's strange that this Ruka is the chosen tank for this team. There we go, so those 2 toggles. 37 Ninon unsets herself. And then at 29, she'll set herself again. So we could probably speed it up a little. There we go. And let's see, is this going to be enough damage? Now, it doesn't look like we're going to do a huge amount more damage with that extra equipment on there. Maybe Yukino could have done with one as well. 10 seconds to go. Yes, there's still a bit of a gap there. Maybe they're doing better equipments on all of them. Well, there we go anyway, there we go. I guess we're going to leave it there for tonight. It is been quite a stream, We didn't do too bad with Yukino then. I guess on the summons, nice to have a few more jewels there, but we got our Yukino, and she has definitely helped us here with this water deep quest. Probably need to roll for defense penetration as well, yes. I'm not sure, I think that maybe she does have some of that on there. This Yukino only has 1 and 1, so that could be better. Improving those equipments might get us over the line, but I guess that is going to be for another day. We did progress a little bit, and, well, we have our ice cold Yukino. Do not put her in an onsen, because as you've been told, she melts. Thank you for coming along crazy. Thank you for everybody else who is watching. Thank you very much for joining us here. We will have a look at Yukino tomorrow, hopefully in a bit more detail. We'll get our Yukino video out and give it a bit of a test, see exactly, as well as we've seen today, she's good for deep quest. We will bring that video out tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching, everybody, and Tokkuri Yashi, I will see you all again for another video. Bye bye bye. Hey.